And welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors channel. My name is Chris, bringing it to you here from Westlake Village, California. It is another beautiful morning, and we just had PPI numbers come out at 0.2%. So cooler than expected. Stock market is rallying, and Bitcoin on the hourly time frame, it did put in a nice little green candle, but not getting much follow through yet. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a backfill to retest these wicks right here. And actually, I would expect, based on that print in the stock market rallying and the dollar crashing this morning, that Bitcoin has a bit of a bounce left in it here. Just on the daily here, we're coming in to the 200 exponential. We also hit the monthly target on the Dixie here. So could we put in a little bit of a bounce? Sure. Where do bounces come up? To retest this trend line, that could line up for some more downside on Bitcoin. However, if this month does confirm in another 2 weeks, any kind of a candlestick below here, we'll have several drives of hidden bearish divergence on the monthly time frame, and I'd look for a drive all the way down to about 102, which would line up with Bitcoin and the rest of traditional markets putting in a bit of a Christmas rally through the end of the year. However, if we do put in a massive bounce and reclaim this trend line right here, then all the bullish bets are off for the end of the year. But that does line up with the theory that, hey, we maybe put in a temporary bottom right now and then play out some of the downside next quarter or, even next part of next year. Why is that? Well, the Fed is continuing to raise rates. They're staying hawkish. They are tightening. You got to expect the economy to contract at some point, and that doesn't mean you can't get some massive bear market rallies. So what else do I want to bring our attention to on the daily time frame? Any kind of a tick above 17,182, I am looking for the 9 to get hit, which is coming in at about 17.5. That is also the 4-hour target at the green 55, the top side of the range. We did confirm a couple drives of hidden bullish divergence. Going back from this pivot right here, we've got, two drives. Two drives gives you a shot to the top side of the range at 17,572. That would be my target, and you could really mediate that with a closure above this wick here at 17,181, and that would do it for me on a four-hour closing basis. Volatility is also increasing. However, pretty much if we can't get a 4-hour above 17,172, it looks like that rally could get faded. The S&P and the Dow and the NASDAQ all putting in huge rallies today. I just want to check in on the NASDAQ. And what did we say here on the weekly time frame? Yeah, basically bear market rallies can come up right into this trend line and even pop over it just like the Dow did here. I don't know if I still have those trend lines in, but essentially, this would be a massive bull trap. However, Michael Burry, the guy from the Big Short, just added to his stock positions. Nothing crazy, just buying more of those Florida companies, prison companies, right? So I don't know what he's thinking there, but yeah, massive kind of falling cone, wedge, whatever you want to call it here. But as you can see, you can pop above or below it, but it's maintaining closures above or below, which is going to denote kind of continuation. And the next stop here really is to take out this high at 34,167. How high is this bear market rally taking us so far? In the Dow, up 16%. That's, it's not unheard of, these things going up 20%. That could be a nice little double top here if we do confirm a top anywhere here. I think we have some more economic numbers coming out the rest of the day. The rest of this week. Let's see, what was it? Economic numbers coming out this week. We had PPI today, and I believe in 2 days. Let's see here. Let's go this week. I know there's one more major economic thing for the U.S. here this week. PPI was today. Retail auto sales tomorrow. That is one. And then what else did we have? Initial jobless claims will be on the 17th. So I'm going to write that. And that is, the Fed's mandate is to fight inflation and keep people employed. So as inflation numbers are coming down, unemployment's coming down, it shows what the Fed is doing is working and provides the opportunity for the market to rally a bit. Next thing we want to see is housing come down, and then we'll be talking about, the Fed pivot, how to interpret that, and the Fed pivot and the different phases of the Fed pivot. So, he's going to, we'll be going over that over the next week or so. But let's take a look at gold really quick and some of the other stocks that are tech stocks are probably rallying pretty hard today. No, Amazon, Tesla, Nike, all down. Meta up slightly. Netflix, 4% on Matic. Matic took a pump today. And Solana up 5% today, taking a bit of a rebound. Gold, where's my golds? So gold not hitting our 1450 target, bit of a reversal here, and any kind of a daily closure, back above, $1,800 is going to look for a run, almost to 1900. So we'll see if that happens. If the dollar flips bearish, goes, starts to hit some of those lower targets. You're getting the silver cross on the daily right now on gold. So that would be my target above 1800. You're looking at, 1875 before you run into more resistance there. And if we get back into this, channel, which we have, to be fair, on the weekly time frame, did we get back in there? This is a perfect sell. Coming right into the green 55, but this is the second week, so, and you will have massive bearish divergence. So if this confirms as a local high, expect that 1450 probably going to get hit. On gold, silver, where's my silver rocks? There they are, 21, and pretty much the same thing, but it has not popped back inside of the range. So dailies or weeklies back above 2238, probably going to look good for a shot back to the top side of the range, or at least 2569. And would we have any hidden bullish divergence coming back from this pivot? I guess to be fair, you would, confirming this as a low. So we got 1, 2, 3 drives, and that looked good for a shot back up to about $24. As soon as you get back above these previous highs at 25 or 26, that's when you're heading back to the top side of the range at $30. Other than that, this could easily fail here and reject, head back lower. And our target on silver, which has been, since we broke the massive range to the downside, breaking the range to the downside, silver surely did. Come on, get back. What happened to my silver? There we go. And I'll cover Ethereum after this, and we'll be done for today, guys. Hope you have a great, blessed, and highly favored day. Enjoy your day. Keep your eyes on the markets. The other thing, bond yields are starting to cool down. You're seeing down 1%, the 2-year, 10-year, and the 30-year. Could provide some relief for a little bit of a rally. And we were saying on silver, back above 2250. And I target the mid-range at about $24 on silver That's at the daily closure, but we are crossing down here. And if we pop back below 21 bucks, silver heading back to the bottom side of the range here. Okay, that's it for Mr. Silver. Crude oil, it's at 93. Brent's at 93 today. Ape's at 298. Mana at 44 cents. Sand, definitely some ones I'm keeping my eye on. They could get a big lift off here. I'll just show you real quick. And by using the daily time frame, any kind of a tick above 310, and I'm looking for runs up to about $3.30 for Ape. Mana, any kind of a tick above this white line, and I'm looking for runs up to about 49 cents. That would, you know, this is a bottom type candle. Same thing for Ape. That's a bottoming type candle yesterday, and we just crossed momentum to the upside. So some of these things can play out some huge bounces, and Solana does look like it wants to bounce up to about 17 bucks. It already took out that wick, so provided Bitcoin does bounce here, I would suspect Solana gets a bit of a bounce here as well. And that is, you know, short term 16% higher than we're at today. All right. I think I'm going to leave it off with that. So Bitcoin overall, daily Stokes will cross down below 17,000 today. So we really need to confirm this as a low if we do expect this to play out and get a bit of a more and bounces can come all the way up to 18.3, 18.5 region. As long as we are closing below there, though, I would say, you know, again, we're below the bottom side of this range. You would expect this to fill out a bit more and then trend continuation. So could we bounce around here for, you know, a few more days or a week? Absolutely. And I would say this going into next week. Yeah, I mean, depending upon the economic data coming out over the next few days, if the stock market continues to rally, dollar continues to go down, you could see Bitcoin play some catch up to the rest of the market. If we get any kind of bearish news, the market does seem pretty news driven right now, then I could see it turning around a bit. And so, you know, dailies back above 18.5. Good. Dailies back below the wick at 15.5, and downside targets will, you know, remain in effect all the way down to, you know, somewhere around $11,500 to $10,000. All right, that's it for today, guys. I'm going to leave it off with that. I said I'd mention Ethereum, and we've been expecting Ethereum to come down to about $1,000 for some time now. Target hasn't got hit yet. I do imagine it may take some time. And at the moment, you know, pressure on the 4-hour time frame, you know, confirming any kind of a, really this would confirm this as a low above $1,300. And, you know, yeah, that doesn't help us out. I do expect some resistance at that green 55 on the first pass. On the 4-hour time frame, what's the 1 hour say? Yeah, just consolidating. It looks like everybody pumped off the news.